All right. Welcome to the Shine Your Light podcast. Woo, 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 woo. Hey, everybody. I am so excited about today's show entitled Queening. Queening, y'all. What does it mean to be a queen? What is queening? All right. So, amen, amen.
Woo, woo, woo.
Woo, 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 woo. All right, so discussing queening, the basis of it is going to be just simply self-love and self-care, guys, okay? We want to be the best version of ourselves, and we need to be the best version of ourselves before we try to take care of anybody else or allow anybody else into our lives, amen? So we're going to discuss, we have some wonderful guests with us today, okay, that are going to discuss things that involve self-care. Okay, so I'm going to introduce our amazing guests. We got queens here. I am so excited. Queen Energy, yes. So excited. So the first beautiful guest that I'm going to introduce today is the beautiful Sydney. Hey, Sydney. She is an esthetician. She works with, she does facials and waxing, and she did my waxing the other day, y'all. Lord. Brazilian, y'all. Pray for me. So can you just go into a little bit about what you do and the purpose behind what you do, Sydney?
I basically just do facials and waxing. I started waxing because I always struggle with like ingrown hairs, and I know a lot of black women do. Mm-hmm. So that was the drive behind it, and Amen. That's what made me go to school.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Helping all type of women out here with those things. So thank you so much for being here. Can't wait to talk more about it, y'all. She is so great at what she does. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. Got my waxing done. Again, Brazilian the other day from the Ruta to the Tuda, okay? I like being personal with y'all. I said she my sister now, okay? Because we was up close and personal.
My eyes just watered from that.
Yes. I only screamed one time, so kudos to me.
Yeah, well, she did good.
I did good.
And you didn't say woo, 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 woo.
She wasn't like that. She wasn't like that.
No. I was breathing though. I was.
You did good.
It's like I was having a child. I was breathing deep breaths. Okay. But no, when I tell you she made the process so easy. She made me feel so comfortable. And very confident and all of that good stuff. And ladies, this is the one for y'all. This is the esthetician for y'all. Okay, so how can we reach y'all? How can we get in contact with y'all if we want to make an appointment?
You can follow me on Instagram at Saw Aesthetics, SAWAESTHETIC.
Awesome. You got my skin looking good too, you guys. I did my facial.
Is there a short word for esthetician? So you don't have to say esthetician all the time?
They say Esty.
Esty. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I told you I had trouble saying the word all the time.
But. You just found a solution.
All
Amen.
Right.
Amen. Then we have my Yoni lady. We got ladies up here that help make me great, Lord, and help make a lot of other women great as well. But we got the beautiful Monique in the building, Monique Simone. I call her my Yoni lady. But she's a Yoni practitioner, guys. She does the vagina steaming or Yoni steaming, and it's such a spiritual experience. It's not just the physical benefits and, health wise and all that good stuff. But it really is a spiritual experience. Okay. Miss Moni, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about your purpose behind what you do?
The purpose behind what I do in terms of this podcast today, Queenie, standing in our own power. So one thing with yoni steaming that a lot of women may not know is it's a great way to kind of detox and release like toxins from your womb. That's also like releasing past childhood trauma that we may not have known how to release before.
I was releasing, y'all. I was release.
Yeah. So with that being said, it's learning how to step into your power to kind of recognize the ability that you have to heal yourself and the ability that you have to kind of control what goes into your body and the energy that you put out into the world. All of it kind of coincides with yoni steaming. So.
That is so awesome. You don't
have to have like health ailments in order to enjoy the benefits of steaming. You can, but you don't have to.
Yes.
And beautiful. I'll go into more detail as to what that practice is.
Yes. I remember my first experience with you, and I remember coming in very, kind of shy and just like, very timid. And you just made me again feel so comfortable. And then you explained the purpose behind it all. And there's several different types of yoni steams as well. Not just detoxing, but we'll go over all of those in a moment. But when I left out, I felt so much better than when I came in. And I'm not just talking about physically, I'm talking about spiritually. Her setup is so beautiful. She has a journal for you to write and to truly release, okay? And we're going to go into more into that because I think a lot of women aren't educated about yoni steaming and the benefits of it spiritually, mentally, physically, and all that good stuff. Amen. Yeah. Woo, 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 woo. Who over there? Who that beautiful thing over there? Is that Miss Robin? We got Miss Robin in the building. CEO and creator of Beauty is Forever. How long is it for? Forever,
because your beauty is forever.
Yes. So what, now your product is skincare line, correct?
It's skincare line. My name is Robin. I'm the owner of Beauty is Forever. So my products are 100% all natural. I got into skincare. I've always been into my skin, but I got into skincare because I was taking my son back and forth to this dermatologist. And she was just not helping him with his skin. My son suffered from really bad acne and stuff like that. So the whole time I was making the turmeric soap, we live in fear when we trying to start a business. So I was just living in fear. Didn't want to put the product out. I was using the product on myself, the turmeric soap, and my son was just still having issues even with the medication that the doctor had put him on. She was not treating the problem. She was just pushing a prescription on him. So it just came to me one day, and I was just like, you got this soap. Use it on your baby. Tell your baby to use it. And so when I started using the soap on him, or he started using it, his skin just started to clear up. And he has sensitive skin, so of course, you're scared to put anything that's sensitive on somebody's skin that's sensitive. So when I seen that it was starting to clear up, I was just like, this is a sign from God. Like, God must be telling me that it's meant for me to get out here and help people, other people with their skin, that study going back and forth to a lot of dermatologists. And I'm not knocking the dermatologists because, they do help people, but I just felt like the turmeric soap was like a game changer. It is a game changer. It's a life changer for your skin.
Yes.
And then I also make the body butters as well, which is really good for your skin. So if people are dealing with eczema, acne, rosacea, inflammation, hyperpigmentation, my products are 100% all natural, and they will get your skin together right and tight and leave you with a natural glow. And then we have young ladies out here that wear so much makeup that do not take proper care of their skin either. And they don't realize that not taking proper care of your skin ages your skin too. Mm-hmm. It ages you quicker than what you need to be. I am proud to say I am 48 going on 49 and don't even look like it. So
and came all the way here from Chicago.
Yes. So it's just about, people don't really know how to take care of their skin. I do a lot of pop-up shops. I engage with my customers, and they always, when I ask them the question, how often are you cleansing your skin? I give people, when I feel like it, every other day, if I have time, and I'm like, where we do that at? You're supposed to cleanse your skin 2 times a day, in the morning and at nighttime, and change your pillowcase too. So I'm just here to educate people and making sure that they take care of their skin and going out there and getting my skincare products too.
Yes, educate the people. Educate the people. It's okay to get y'all face beat, y'all. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. We love it. It's art. Okay? But just make sure, as she said, that we're taking care of the skin underneath all that beautiful glamour. Amen? Because your husband want to, he want to wake up to something beautiful too. All right?
That's the same thing with yoni steaming. Beautiful. Because we're good at washing, knowing that we're supposed to be clean, waxing, and those things, but taking care of the inside, not so much, because we ain't been taught how to do that.
Yeah. Exactly, and we teaching today. We teaching today, so listen up, y'all. Before we go any further, Tommy. Woo, 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 woo.
What's up?
What up? We got Tom. We needed some male energy, y'all. Okay, so we got Tommy in here. Yes, thank you. We got Tommy in here as the co-host. He is the official co-host for the Shine Your Light podcast. I am so excited to have him here with us, not just behind the camera, but officially on camera, in the scene, and in between. All right.
You got me on camera.
Yes.
I'm typically not.
Thank
you might hear my voice. I don't understand why this was the show that I am
we need a male perspective.
I'm inaugurated on the show full of women.
We need male perspective, but, guys. Yes.
But, I want to look good and feel good, too.
Yes. So. And guess what? Men can steam, men can get facials, and men can use the skincare line.
I actually have gotten a facial.
Awesome.
And you never got no steam.
Hey. I haven't gotten a steam.
I didn't know men can get those.
I didn't know that either.
I want to know more about what steam is, because whatever it is, when you say I don't know, you didn't know men get steam, I'm afraid to ask what happened. But I'm willing to try it.
Yeah, it's not even as scary as it sounds.
Okay, it sounds really intrusive.
Not. It's actually relaxing and quite therapeutic.
Okay.
It actually
doesn't it have certain benefits for men?
It definitely does.
What kind of benefits, girl?
It promotes healthy blood flow to the penis.
There you go.
So it intensifies.
Steam me, please.
It intensifies your orgasm and things like that. Like some men steam their bottom, but most men.
Oh, goodness gracious, golly McMolly, okay? Now, guys, it can definitely be, I know we were talking about entrepreneurship on the last show. We all can provide, the same service as a whole bunch of other people, right? Right?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. But there's no experience like your experience, okay? There's no experience like Sydney. So try a facial with Sydney when you get a chance and give me your feedback after that, okay?
I will, because I can say that when I walked out after I got it done, there was a lot of very intimate feeling on my face.
Okay.
And when I know it was that's where I was going. And when I walked out, the air hit my face.
Oh no!
It literally felt like Jesus was rubbing me. Like
Oh,
I was like, it just went through me. I was like, dude, this feels beautiful. I want
to be a flush.
Yes, yeah. So the one thing I did not take advantage of, because one, I went and probably couldn't have. Actually, no, it was a gift. It was a
Okay.
gift. And the items that I could not afford at the time, because it just wasn't in the budget, where the creams and the oils that I'm supposed to use on a regular basis. So I have to start all over again and do it again. But
Not a skincare routine.
yes, the whole like twice a day thing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm ashamed to.
Because skincare is consistency.
Yeah,
It doesn't
everything.
happen overnight.
Life is
Yeah.
consistency.
Because I had this conversation with my barber, because I literally wash my hair every day. And he's like, because I asked him
Your
about that. I was
curl's
like,
nice.
yeah. And I told him that. I asked him that if that's a good thing. Because black people are like, you don't wash your hair every day. I was like, I do. He's like, you're supposed to.
As
Don't
long
you wash
as
your
you're putting the moisture back in there. you're
right?
okay.
As long as you're doing something to actually keep it healthy. And it's the same as your skin. He said that's underneath your hair is your skin. So why would you not do that? So it's just as important as your face.
Yeah.
So,
Amen.
but
Amen.
everybody doesn't have that same theory. But I want to wash my face twice a day. I do.
And she got the products for you to do them.
Yes.
And it's going to keep that moisture up on in there. Okay.
Oh, I was going to talk
Amen.
about products, but I want to save that.
Well, no, we can definitely get into it. I'm going to actually start with Miss Robin. What's your favorite product and why?
The turmeric soap.
Of course.
The turmeric soap. It helps you, like I said, with acne,
Yeah, I actually wanna
eczema,
try it.
hyperpigmentation. It's actually my #1 seller too. So,
It looks like turmeric.
yes, and it's 100% all natural. I have frequent flyer customers. I love all my customers who come back to me. They buy multiple bars. I can't make it quick enough, so I have a customer that buy 15 bars at a time. I don't know if she passing them out to her family or what she doing, but
Oh, you make it?
yes, I do. Yes.
Dang.
And
Yeah.
she packaged all of them
That's
herself.
okay.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And created the packages. Yeah.
Yes. And I do all my own labels,
Yep.
everything.
Entrepreneurship.
Yeah, I have to get out of the habit of doing everything myself and start. What's the word? Like that outsourcing.
Outsourcing.
Yes, but I'm literally so afraid sometimes to outsource my stuff. But
Do you feel like it's going to downgrade the quality or somebody's going to take your
I think because
ingredients?
I'm so used to doing everything myself and I'm so
wanna make
hands
sure it's
on.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she'll know it's right.
And then I don't like depending on someone to do something for me. Like, you know,
Okay.
if I need my product or I need, my labels or whatever, I don't like all that. So I would literally go on YouTube and spend hours, 2-3 days. Like I just made my retractable banner. It took me 3 days to make the banner, but
You made
I
it
did it.
yourself.
I made it myself. Yeah, I found out how to do it.
Chi-Town in the building.
Oh.
All the way here from Chicago.
Yes, but the turmeric soap is really good for you. I have kids that have eczema. The parents are using it for the eczema too. Inflammation. I put all my reviews on my Instagram and TikTok and Facebook page and stuff too. So
Okay, so what are these?
those are body butters. So
Oh,
we have,
let's open them and smell them. Let's
the body butters.
give your
So,
feedback, ladies. How is it smelling?
Yes. So the #1 seller for the women. The women, they like the Baby Love, and then the guys like the panty dropper. Yes.
They said something about the panty dropper earlier. I told them to put them back on. Okay, put them back on.
I ain't put it on yet. Show you right.
Yes.
Drop them for the right one. Drop them for the right
So
one.
I just give you
I
all
really
the,
like Baby Love.
the Baby Love. Everybody
Baby
likes the
Love.
Baby Love. So the ones that I have Strawberry Kisses. I have Birthday Cake, You Glow Girl, Unicorn Love. I have Selena, which is named after my grandbaby. It doesn't have any essential oil fragrance in it because a lot of people are prone to headaches. So that one I made without any essential oil fragrance in it. I didn't bring that one with me.
You
and
said
then-
all natural.
It's all natural. And
Love
then I
it.
have the classic men, and then, like I said, the panty dropper, too.
Love it. Love it. Love
So I have to
it.
actually try the panty
Like the
dropper
classic
for the
man.
week and let y'all know how it worked.
Ain't nobody got time.
Well, you know what? You gonna be needing to go get that champagne and them candles and stuff now for
Yeah.
your. When you get
I
out the
gotta get-
shower,
I
she
gotta
gonna
get
have to
ready.
massage.
I got to prepare to put this on there.
Yes, be prepared to.
I'm gonna follow you around and tell them, put them back on. Put them back on.
Yeah, it's gonna have you doing strange things for change. I'm trying to tell you.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. That's beautiful. So you're out here just blessing the world, making these wonderful women feel good, look good, and smell good too.
Yes.
Amen. So now we go real quick, okay? Because at the end of the day, we're all entrepreneurs, Black queens, okay? We've invested in ourselves, and now we're basically helping other people to become their best selves in different avenues, right? We all have families, okay? We all have other things that we're doing. So, Miss Robin, real quick, how do you kind of balance that with everything, with your family, with your business, entrepreneurship? How do you balance that?
So for me, I'm a boy mom. I have no girls, and I'm such a girly girl.
How many boys?
I have 4 boys. So my boys are the oldest is going to turn 30. One is going to turn 24. Then I have 18 and a 13-year-old, which is the 18 is going to come out of high school, and I think I already checked out of the whole high school with the whole school thing. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. This 13-year-old got 5 more years left, but I don't already physically checked out, emotionally and mentally checked out. I'm done with school. But so for me, because my kids are pretty much grown, I don't have any little kids, so I feel like this, and I tell anybody that's an entrepreneur too. Like I say in the beginning, it was all fear for me. Just to step out on faith and what God got for you. At the end of the day, can't nobody take anything away from you. If your business, like me in the beginning, I was getting no sales in my business, but my kids, they helped me and they stayed by me.
You left your career
I walked away
start your
from
own business.
a job that I had been at 20-some years at the hospital.
Yeah.
And I made the decision in September to walk away. I have sickle cell. I was stressed out. I was emotionally stressed out, especially when COVID happened. So many people, you know, they was getting worried about their surgeries and stuff like that. I was doing all the pre-authorizations and stuff like that, and I just felt overwhelmed. I think I felt like I never had so many sickle cell crises working in healthcare, but since I walked away from my job, I could, knock on wood, thank God, I have not had a sickle cell. Well, whatever.
I'm just
wood,
kidding.
plexiglass, plastic.
It's pressed wood.
There we go.
I have not had a sickle cell crisis, and I praise God for that. Because I'm less stressed and I'm more happy too. But at the end of the day, you got to do what makes you happy and what you love and stuff. So I'm not telling people to go walk away from their job today or tomorrow, but I always told my kids by the time I was age 50, I was not working for nobody. And my kids thought I was literally crazy. Like, okay, mama, whatever you say. But my kids were my best supporters. I was not tech savvy when it came to Instagram or Facebook or setting up my business pages on social media. I didn't know nothing. My son was like, you need to get in the algorithm. I couldn't even say the word algorithm. And I probably ain't saying it right now. But I was like, what? I was like, what is that? Like, you talking a foreign language to me. And then he was like, you need to be on TikTok. And I'm like, boy, nobody got time for that mess.
Social media plays such a huge part.
Yeah. But my kids are definitely kept me grounded. And like I say, thank God that they're older, because I know as an entrepreneur, we do a lot of pop-up shops, and you go places to promote your business and stuff. It's not an easy job. It's a hard job. And I tell people every day, you know, just stay, you know, prayed up and stay consistent and disciplined in your business, and have a good, solid support system, whether it's your kids or your friends and stuff like that. Just have a good support system in place, somebody that's going to help you and be there for you.
Amen. Shout out to the team. Shout out to the team.
And shout out to, I finally got that my daughter. So she's not my daughter, but she's my granddaughter, my little Selena. Selena, Grandma, I love you.
Aw, love it. Love it, love it. Hey, Selena girl.
My story is probably just a little bit similar to that.
Ooh, let's hear it.
Actually working a job where I was experiencing a lot of anxiety. I didn't recognize that the anxiety was coming from the job until the end when I walked away. And I wasn't willing to go on anybody's medication to control the anxiety.
Amen.
But the idea of being contained to one place for 10 to 12 hours when I had 1,000,001 things going on, like I'm literally making money from my phone. I was already running a business. I was working just a couple days a week. It literally wasn't even paying my bills at that time because I had cut back so much because of the anxiety of being at the job. So I had found other means of making ends meet.
Yeah.
So it got to the point when it was like, why do you keep going? Like you are literally having panic attacks on your way to work. Like, no. So I had to get to a space where it was like, I had more anxiety around quitting the job than I did going to. It was one of the best jobs I ever had, paid me more than I've ever made. I finally got this job that I really wanted, and it was like,
this ain't it.
man. But it was, and the killing part about it was I loved my job. It just was, it was very draining. It can be very draining working in healthcare, and I found myself being overly stimulated a lot, and because I am so family oriented, and I am like, man, I'm like super aunt. My daughter's 22 years old, but I am a full-time auntie.
Y'all so
And
fine,
with
Lord.
the way that I move through life and support my nieces and nephews, I have to have a little free time and a lot of wiggle room. And my job put me in a position where I had to choose whether or not I would come to work, or, you know what I'm saying, choose my responsibility to these children.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, I had a hard time going back after that, because it was kind of like, I don't have to be here. You know what I mean? So I started to make different choices. Like you said, it was the fear that kept me there as long as it did. But it was like, God had to show me, like, you're making other, like, what is your reason for staying here? Like, what is your reason for staying here? In the beginning, it was money, you know, because you had the fear of losing your security, you know, and being able to pay your bills. And then God had to show me, like, you are literally depending on these people to pay your bills, and COVID hit, right? So then y'all know they started treating us in healthcare really, really poorly when COVID hit, you know. And not really caring about our families much, not really caring about us too much, just, you know, trying to get the job done. And it helped us to see that they didn't really care about us like that. So I started making other choices, and like I said, when I started making money for myself, and it wasn't so much like I was so dependent on them, it was kind of like, well, what is keeping me
It was
here?
freeing.
Man, I feel so free.
Yeah.
Still free. And like she said, I ain't had a panic attack since I left that job. You know what I mean?
And you know what? When I did my first Yoni steam, I think that's what I was feeling. I think I was feeling and dealing with a lot of anxiety.
And that it relieves a lot of anxiety.
I felt such a calmness, you know. So yes, that's beautiful.
So all of y'all have in common, like even you have in common, that you left a job.
Yeah.
You left a job as well and say, this is what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, we finna get to the queen too.
Okay.
Because this young queen, how old are you, young queen?
I'm about to be 23.
Yes. And when did you? I'm trying to tell you. This is a go-getter, y'all. You know, I wish I would have started being a go-getter at such an early age. You know, we always got that mindset, oh, we got time. She got to it right away. When did you go to school? When did you start
I went to school in 2018.
Okay.
And I got my license right before like COVID hit. And like unlike y'all, I didn't have that choice where it was just like I had to pick my mental health. I got let go. So it was just like sometimes God put you in those predicaments where you just get put there. And I just started my business. I didn't like feeling disposable. So I made sure that I could create an experience for my customers and put my touch on it and make my own money and make it all for me.
I love that.
Yes, yes, I love it too. That's such a great example for the young women out here, guys. You know, God will make room for your gift. You just have to believe in yourself. You know, let go and let God believe in yourself. We all have gifts. We all have talents. And now we're doing a great thing that's adding value to the world and to a lot of women's lives. Okay, skincare, you know, facials, waxing, taking care of your bodies, steaming. This is all purpose. We want to be with wonderful men. We want to have our husbands. We want to become our best selves. Okay, well, it starts with self-care. So catch this knowledge, y'all, and let's learn about self-care today.
And just speaking on the behalf of men, don't know women want no funky, hairy, stinky Negro either. So bumpy face, bad breath, unsteamed nigga. So I'm here for it.
Shout out to them unsteamed niggas. Okay.
Right. Hey, you get steamed. I don't even know what this means, so let me
I
chill.
never got steamed before.
Oh, you gonna get it. We gonna go together. She has the wine set out.
You haven't been since I read.
I was watching your videos. I was stalking.
What is steam?
I was
What is
watching your
steaming?
videos.
Fifth and Greeley.
What is steam? What is steaming?
What is steaming? Steaming is an ancient practice that where you pretty much sit over a pot of water with herbs.
Okay.
There's herbs for everything. So whatever you may be needing herbs for. So there are some women that need it for like fertility.
Mm-hmm.
Some women need it for moisture. Some to boost their libido. Like there's herbs literally for everything. For
Mm-hmm.
men, it is exactly what I explained before.
Mm-hmm.
Promoting healthy blood flow to your penis.
Okay.
And ain't nothing got to be wrong there. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Just like women steam before a date because they gonna use their situation. They want to make sure it operates in the way that they want it to. Yeah, men steam for that same reason.
Use a situation.
I'm trying to be politically correct. But, yeah. So, my hubby was actually the first man that we steamed at our place because we had to test it out. We had to see if it worked. So if we saying it promotes better blood flow and what have you, yeah, we want to see. So I can't honestly say that there is a difference.
So you tested it?
We did test it. We did test it. And it worked great.
Firsthand.
So, yeah.
Firsthand.
Absolutely.
So
and
it
he
is-
gets it done. He's not like he sells steams. Literally, we'll be places and you'll hear him overhear him talking to people about selling a steam. Like, girl, you got to get your man a steam. They
Exactly.
this, that, or the other. Talking to a dude like, you got to get your girl a steam. I'm telling
It's
you, they
that
hitting.
support though.
Is
Yeah.
it? They
That
hitting.
type of support.
That and he know the results of it too. You know what I mean? Like the
Exactly.
It's actually
you
effective.
know the sexual benefits of it. You know what I mean? Although there are other benefits on the back end of it. He talks about the parts that he enjoys, though. You know, some people need those parts too.
Mm-hmm.
And men don't realize that that's something that they should be doing too, and can do too and enjoy
ain't
it. It's an
necessarily
enjoyable
gotta be a date.
experience.
We do it on dates.
Exactly.
We have what we call date night, and you steam with your partner.
Oh.
Yes.
It's a great way to plug in, a great way to unplug from that phone and just kind of plug into each other.
So what is the process? You just like laying there over the
You
pot?
are actually sitting on a pot. As a man, you will have on a robe.
Okay.
So you won't be dressed underneath, but you'll have on a robe. I never see you
Mm-hmm.
naked or anything. You're covered. And the women wear gowns. And so there's nothing underneath the gown, but you're sitting on a pot. It's like
And steam is just
and the steam comes up, and you the benefits come up through the properties of the steam.
okay.
So nothing is actually touching you. It's soothing, like a facial.
Yep.
You know.
So it's literally just like steam from a pot,
It's
like
literally
where you
just
cook.
steam
So I'm
from a
just
pot.
being cooked.
That's
Yeah.
it, with herbs, with healthy
Yeah.
herbs. You're
Okay.
just putting herbs in a different way.
Yeah.
It
know?
reminds me of like on cartoons and they like tie you up on a stick and
Absolutely.
and
We
like
got herbs.
and spin you.
Absolutely. We got herbs for tightening. We got herbs for pretty much anything. They don't tell you that, but you pretty much can, there is a natural way to do anything that they,
Exactly.
pretty much give you medicine for. So
If a couple wanted to schedule with you for the steams, where would they contact you? To tell them again.
you can book on my website at www.vibesofindigoarthealing.com. That's art healing because we also offer painting and paint therapy, paint and sips.
Yes.
Those
That's
things.
nice.
Yeah, it's like a lounge area. It's really nice. I'll show you guys the videos. There, I create a vibe where my goal is for you to come in, and regardless of how you feeling, I want you to feel better when you leave.
Every time.
So regardless if you're painting, if
Every
you're
time.
sipping, if you're there for relaxation or whatnot, my goal is for you to feel better when you leave. I always want to be intentional. You don't have to come and talk about your problems. Paint therapy is kind of where we trying to not necessarily forget about our problems, but we're just trying to get out what we need to get out.
Amen.
And we trying to be purposeful with what we put back in. So if you come in and you're feeling down, just know that my goal is for you to feel better. So if it makes you feel better to talk about it in a lighter situation, we offer paint therapy where you can come in with your mate, or you can come in with a friend, or you can come in with coworkers or whatnot, somebody that you may need someone to just work out a situation and be biased.
Yeah.
So you guys are having an issue that needs to be discussed, but you don't want to discuss it in a way where y'all are arguing and fussing about it.
Yes.
So it creates a lighter space, like a safe space where you can discuss what you need to discuss, we're gonna be respectful, and we're gonna look at it from both. You know, I'm not here to tell nobody they're right, nobody that they're wrong. I'm just here to help you guys see it from different angles in a different setting.
You are actually opening that door.
Man,
Ooh.
man,
It's powerful.
Right.
I mean, like I said, the intention is to feel better. You know what I mean? So even if it's just to get something out, I got it out regardless if you understood me or not. You know what I mean? That was my goal. I got it out. We still enjoyed ourselves. And if we have to decide after we get it out that we no longer, you know what I mean, need to be connected, or that we have work that we need to do and what have you guys can decide that. But
And I feel too like a lot of times people get so lost in you know, the everyday routine, and not even just taking the time to be, if you're in a relationship, taking the time for one another. You're so busy with the everyday things that you do that you forget to say, you know what, let me go out here and do something nice for my mate, or let me take time for myself. We forget to even take time for ourselves. Like, it's been plenty of times I'm on the way to the store, I'm going shopping for me, and then when I get in the store, I forget about me, and I start, I need my kids need this, somebody need this, and that's what, when I go live on my social media page, I always tell people, I don't care if it's 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, take that break, detach from your phone, detach from social media, detach for your kids. I know for me, I sit in my car. That's
Recharge.
I sit in my car. I get myself together before I even go in the house, because I know I still got to go, even though my kids are pretty much grown, I still got to go in here and deal with them, because they want to tell me about how their day was and stuff like that. So you do need to regroup. And that's why, you know, with the self-care, what you're doing, the Yoni Steam and the esthetician and stuff like that, even with the skincare, it's all about taking care of yourself as well. So people just need to learn how to take that time for themselves. And a lot of men, you'll be surprised, don't take care of themselves. And I think it's because they don't know how. Either they're afraid to take care of themselves.
And I also feel like they also tie a lot of stuff to being like women.
Feminine.
Yes.
Like a lot of men don't get facials.
Not even eat these days because it's gas.
Clean nails. Clean nails. A clogged face.
Because when I do my pop-up shops, I have the body butter, and I pass it out on a Q-tip. And the guys were like, I don't want to try that. That's for a female. I'm like, no. I'm like, you can't be walking around here looking ashy all day, every day. Like, these is man hands.
Yes.
Okay, what is man hands? What does that really mean? Like, man hands, you still need to take care of your skin. And
I discovered the most useful stuff by sneaking in my ladies. Like, let me try that with lotion.
Yes.
Oh, it might smell a little like feminine, but all right, I like it.
yeah.
Let's make it.
Right,
Yes.
right. If I don't have nothing at hand, like, let me borrow that. Let me hold that.
I just want to make it very clear that Tommy is single, and I will be pairing him on a blind date.
That's right, Tommy.
I've already
One
paired
time
him
for
on a
Tommy.
blind date.
Yes,
actually.
you did.
Look at the girls.
Yes, you
I've
did.
already
Girls.
paired him on a blind date, and you enjoyed
Well,
yourself.
Tommy.
I did.
It was an experience.
It was an experience.
Yes.
Yes. When I tell people I had a blind date, they're like, "Really? How was that?" Like, it was interesting. And I changed it.
Yeah,
I never been on a blind date either.
I thought it was scary. It was scary. I kept calling Shell like, "Okay,
I'm gonna
so
put you on a blind
I
date
think
soon
back in the
too.
day, I was
know.
scared. Not now today, but I can't.
No, I
go
got
one now.
it.
I feel like these days, so people so crazy. You need an
Yeah.
application and 3 references in the background.
That's
and
what she
that's
does.
the purpose.
I'm like, 'cause I ain't got
I'm the
time for
third
the
party.
nonsense.
It's
Exactly.
So are you doing the
I'm the
reference
parent.
check in the background?
Oh, yeah.
All that.
So
How do you
no
go
games.
about picking out
I don't play
people
no
for each
games.
other?
Say that.
So how do you go about picking out people?
She
for each
interviewed them.
Yep,
Oh.
and just based on the personalities.
did you see Cat Me?
Anywho,
I came back clean. I'm not worried about it.
but based on the personalities, what I feel like you're gonna sit down and have a good conversation with. It's not gonna necessarily be love, but you're gonna have fun. You put 2 great people together, you're gonna have a great time. Especially if they smell like these panty droppers.
The panty
over
dropper
here.
body butter. You got to
Right.
drop this.
Staying away
drop
from
the woo-woo
well,
for
Right,
that.
put me on a
I
blind
might
date
put it
now.
in from
Right, I'm telling you, that panty dropper body butter make
I
you
put
want to
it
do
in
something
Right.
around too, some
Hey, put the
strange
panty
things for
droppers on
change,
and go
baby.
get-
He got it in front of
And
him.
go
He
get
didn't give
steamed?
us an option.
So I need, as my friend,
And let me tell you, the panty dropper goes like hotcakes too,
I bet
baby.
it does. I bet
It does.
as
A
my
lot of-
friends and family up here, okay, especially you, because
Ain't no family up here.
she did my waxing, y'all.
Right.
She family now. We are sisters, okay. I'm gonna need y'all, since I interview for everybody else, I'm gonna need y'all to interview for me. Now I am seeing somebody, kind of. I guess that's what you call it. We see each other. Tommy, we talked a lot about this and about so much confusion involving that and all that good stuff. But I definitely would like y'all to, maybe we'll come for a steam. Another one?
You know a good bachelor. So what you said?
No,
I don't know
Are you
that's
open to
single.
dating?
No.
Besides myself.
No, because at first she was and then she was.
Wait. Full disclosure. Full disclosure. All she want to do is play pool.
I definitely
That's all she
want to play pool. I'm not even gonna lie. I just be want to play pool.
She be
y'all,
using
for
niggas
real,
to play
for
pool.
real.
I'll play pool with you. I'll play pool with you.
Back to the topic.
Hey.
Self-care, self-love.
That's what this.
Yoni Steve.
I'm supposed to be your co-host. That's
He
what
the
that's what-
co-host. That's right.
Yeah.
Put you under the line.
Yeah.
I'm the accountability partner.
Nothing wrong with that. We all need accountability partners.
Hey, but just for real, niggas ain't about nothing sometimes. So I keep.
It's a lot. It's a
I
lot
keep- I
of
keep it
good
real
men
sometimes.
out here, and you are a representation of those good men.
And
So I'm gonna stick up
I
for
ain't shit
them.
sometimes too. Like
Dang.
I mean, we have our moments.
Everybody had a moment.
We have our moments. We have our
I-
moments.
Right. I was just saying, everybody
Ain't
had
shit.
their moment.
In
It's just
2020
not
in
about men.
2022,
Women do too.
I've been great. I've been great in
So
2022.
2023, you're gonna be great too.
I'm gonna be from this
Oh,
point
yeah.
on. I'm
Okay.
feeling
Okay.
good.
You
Like,
got it down pat.
Right.
All
well,
right.
since September to now, September of 21 to now, I've been great. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
Some grace.
right.
Pat on the
feel
back.
There
Let
we
me
go.
just
Say
say
that
this
again.
about a
Say that real loud. Give
relationship.
yourself some grace. Amen.
I don't like when you meet people and you tell
their
people
breath stink.
about
Oh,
about who?
nothing. Go ahead. I didn't.
You tell people about your life and what you got going on and this and that. So you 100 with them. You
Yeah.
keep it all the way 100 with
Yeah.
them. And then they don't keep it 100 with you, and then you find out this and that and this and that.
Men will
You
do
just
whatever to
like-
get you. It's almost
Yeah.
you're
But I'm
almost like a
why?
target
And
out
that's
But
here.
the- that's
honestly, it's the
You're a
best policy
target,
because
for
I
real,
feel
for
like
real.
let us as women make the decisions for ourselves.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna deal with you, or we gonna deal with you as women, we gonna deal with you. Regardless.
Yeah, I feel like most women are dumb on their own. Like they don't need a man to manipulate them for them to be dumb. Like who's gonna do that?
You're already out.
These
You
men,
overthink
these
yourself.
men, these men, we are old enough where we can kind of take accountability for the things that we accept too.
Yeah.
Because men can't do nothing we don't allow. Nothing.
Yeah,
Like, they can't
exactly.
play in your face.
It's all about you.
No chick where they.
Why do we ignore the warning signs?
We be hidden.
Ah.
They be looking
They-
like
they-
You want
Six
to
Flags.
because you want to.
Okay, so let me tell y'all what he said, okay? He was like, yo, he's so fine, y'all. He was like, yo, that chocolate beard, all that good stuff. Like
That's
this
what
guy
got
over
you the
here.
finest.
But he was like, yo, baby, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, baby.
Yo, baby.
I used to be a player. I used to play all these women out here. I used to do these, O's wrong, okay? I was a dog to them. I used to tell them things and make them believe things, and I didn't follow through. But I'm ready to change for you.
And you know what I would have asked him? What makes me different that you want to change?
Nothing, because he got to be ready to change for him.
Exactly.
Amen. I do feel like a man should already be making those changes before you even
Already.
step into their life. But they
Already.
can change.
I'm not
But
saying that nobody,
realistically,
everybody can
Your mind
change.
should have
Right.
already kind of been there. Like,
Right.
I ain't feeling this other lifestyle,
So I'm not
that it's
wrong
not a
for
struggle.
looking at that as maybe, some hesitance, a red flag there, because I'm just like, but
I mean,
a lot
not
of other people are
necessarily,
like, they're
because
telling the truth though,
He's
but
telling the truth, but not just
Not
because,
all the truth.
Just because
Yeah.
he was an
He telling you bits
asshole
and
or not
pieces.
necessarily the best man or a liar to somebody else, don't mean that's what he's going to be to you.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
See,
I
I've
don't mean
never
that's the version he's
cheated.
gonna
That's not in me to do. I feel like if there are certain things that are in a person, there's
It's
a
just in him.
possibility and probability.
And that
of
kind
it
of sounded
coming
like
out.
he was straddling the fence for me, because he didn't sound as if like I'm past that, I've outgrown it. Was like I'll
'Cause
change for you.
Right.
And
Like,
then
you,
right,
if you
right.
was
You
dating
gonna
somebody
change.
else,
You was
you
gonna
doing
already
the same
change.
stuff you was doing
Okay,
At that
can
point,
I-
you
can
don't
I-
know if he know how to be a good man either. Like,
Right, because that's what he's
believe
been
he's a
doing.
good
He's been
man.
doing all this stuff
yeah,
before.
he gonna be
Yeah.
trying.
I
You
think
would definitely
he's-
have to show it and prove it to me.
He's showing
Growing
some
man.
That's
some
time
flags
tells all
of
things.
narcissism, a little bit of,
No.
hey, this is what I used to be. I used to do this. I used to do that.
I would
I
never
had
do that
all
to
the
you.
women.
He's a
I would
Leo.
never
do that. But for you,
he's a Leo.
This is what I'm gonna do.
I swear to God, I just told
He's
a
a great guy,
friend
though. He's
he
a
was
great
a
guy.
narcissist. I was like, you was a narcissist. Like, I swear to
They
God.
always.
I've
hype
already dated
themselves
one of them.
up, like,
Yeah, that was a hype up for himself.
Yeah,
He was hyping
it
himself
wasn't
up
about you.
to yeah. It was about like,
Or
thank you.
just in case somebody
facts.
tell you that
That's
I ain't
facts.
shit. Let me
Tell
go.
me.
Right. I'm gonna give you just enough.
I
ain't
do
shit.
be lying sometimes. Let me go.
I'm gonna give you just enough ain't shit.
You know,
For you
just
to
in
actually
case
trust
they
me.
try and say somebody might get in your inbox say I be lying. So let me just.
Go ahead,
Sometimes
put it
I
out
lie,
there.
not all the time.
It's good for you to be a skeptic at this point.
Okay.
I think
I
it's
mean,
good for
have
that.
your
I'm just
guards
making
up,
sure
but
it's
be
not my
open.
own
Yeah.
trust issues or, you know what I'm saying, past traumas that's making me have those hesitations. It's
No,
just
I
take
think
your
that was one
time.
of
I'm
those
just at a
things
point in
that,
life where it's okay to
he
take
didn't
our
quite
time.
think about it before he said it, and it just
Oh.
kind of came
Well, I
out.
think he thought about it. And he thought it was a good idea, but it.
He thought
So
it
this
was
gonna sound real good.
Nah, I felt like
I
when he
tell
said
her.
it kind of was like
I
nah,
played
it was not as good
everybody.
as I
It
thought
almost
it
sounds
was.
like the good morning text that people send there. Numerous women at the same time, like say the same
Lord.
thing to a bunch
What's
of people.
that? What's the good morning text?
The
Good morning,
text, like, hey,
beautiful.
good morning.
Good morning, beautiful.
I
How you
asked
doing?
somebody
Period.
that, like, did you add me to the list? Ain't
Yeah,
nobody got
it's
time.
a routine. I've been there.
Oh
It's a
my
routine.
God,
Let
you
me
should
make
get
sure.
added to the list.
Basically, if you good morning beautiful 3 days, I don't have people texting. My phone is dry, dry. I don't have a bunch of people have my phone number. None of that, unless you calling for real estate. Shout out to First Fiber Realtors.
That's right.
But this one particular, person, good morning beautiful every day, but no follow up conversation. Did you just add me to the list? Take me off the list,
My
homeboy.
homegirls say that. They be like, that's so annoying. Like,
Yeah.
a good
I don't
morning
understand why they
text.
do that. Like,
And one of my homegirls like, I hate when a dude call me queen. It just make my skin cringe. Like,
No.
Oh, I do the opposite. I'm like, good
I
morning,
like the
beautiful queen of the
queen.
Nile. I be real goofy with it, just real
none of
stupid.
it bothers me. I don't know.
I don't
Yeah, I
do
like
I
the
don't
queen.
I don't
That
I
was
don't do
better.
it. I do it annoyingly because I know people don't like it. I do
Good
the
morning,
opposite.
queen.
Don't call me sexy. You can call me queen. Don't call me sexy unless you're my man or we're like dating. But just to be like, hey, sexy, like don't sexualize me.
I don't think I've ever said that to a woman.
Many men have.
Hey,
Many
sexy.
men.
do.
Yes,
That's
yes.
unfortunate. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, can I
I'm
ask
sorry we
y'all
ain't shit.
something? Ain't nobody got time. It sounds like I was gonna say you're a representation of a good man, but now you just half and half, Lord.
Good
Yeah,
man.
she did represent for you.
The good men are
Right.
a good man is honest with his communication and can actually reflect on what has happened and say, "Hey,
Okay,
this is
so
where I
he's
am."
a good man. He told me where he was. He told me where
It was
he
the
is, where he
it was the
wanna be.
way he did it.
Okay.
That's the next layer. It's
I
the
really
way
do
he
like
did it.
him, though, y'all.
Okay.
I really do like him. But we've talked personally
Was
about
there
him.
any other flags?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll talk about that. But I really feel like he's a great man. I feel like he's somebody's husband. The question is he mine,
he
and
your
am
husband?
I a good fit for him?
We'll feel him out and
My
see what
number
those.
one thing is to be around people and to be with a man that brings the best out of me. Me become my best self on my own, but also everything around me has to influence greatness.
And sometimes
Well,
dating someone that may not be your husband can also help build your
Ooh,
character
steps.
and help you develop into the person that you want to be for your husband.
Steps.
Like, it's not always about will he be my husband, you know?
What's the purpose of
Man, that's it. Get the purpose out of whatever
That
he is
season.
supposed to be. So if it's
Amen.
not your husband, if it's just a date and play pool or
Aw.
get some insight or whatnot, enjoy your time while you're enjoying it. Get off the ride when it don't feel fun no more.
I know
That's that.
it's fun.
And it won't be.
That's right there, baby.
And it won't.
let
And
me
it won't.
tell
And it
y'all
won't be
this real
pressure
quick.
either.
It won't.
It won't
This
be
was
pressure.
so funny. So this beautiful woman, Sydney, the first time that I went to her, she was just giving my facial and, we were talking and everything and connecting and vibing. And she was like, "You not married? You single? You not talking to nobody?" She was like, "You know what? You finna meet your husband." She was like, "And y'all gonna have a daughter and this and that. Y'all gonna travel, this and that." And I'm just listening to it like she over here prophesying. I met him that day.
Oh, wow.
So I just thought that was funny. Not saying that that's it. It could be
I mean,
steps
I don't
in
know
that
what kind of
direction.
red flags we talking about,
Yeah.
but
We gonna talk
everything
about
not
it.
supposed to always seem so perfect.
It could be me, y'all. I'm somebody that truly does self-examine,
And if you're
it definitely
if you're
could be
looking
me.
for something to come in a certain package and it's not coming packaged the way you would want it to, ideally, you may be kind of
What am I attracting?
no, just more so like you're not even recognizing it as a gift because it's not packaged the way.
The way you want
The
it.
way
you want it to be.
God, see what I'm saying? It's like,
Ain't
could
nothing wrong
be
with
me.
discernment. Nothing wrong with being guarded. Just be open.
Okay.
You know. Just
Amen.
be
Because you can't receive what God has for you if you're not
Exactly.
open.
Walls keep things
Amen.
out. They
Catch
keep
this
things-
knowledge, y'all.
Yeah.
Catch this knowledge. Let me ask y'all something. Are we our sister's keeper?
When
We
you
got
say that,
so
what do you
much
mean?
knowledge up here about, the healthcare products and the steaming and all that good stuff, all that self-care stuff. It's our responsibility to educate young women as we are
yeah.
about these products and all that good stuff. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and
So
it's
we are
also
absolutely our
making sure
sister's
that
keeper.
people think that because they're young too,
Yeah.
they don't have to do these things. You need to start doing these things at a
Now.
young age now, preserving your body and preserving your youth. So it's
Sydney's
good to get the
definitely an example of that.
esthetician, the yarning steam, and taking care of your skin. So whether you're a female or a man, you need to do these things now.
Amen.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Amen. And then when you find something that's great, don't just hold that information and hold
Yes.
those resources. You
Yeah.
know, girl, where you get them shoes from? I don't remember. No, share the information. You know
And
what
then
I'm saying?
also
You are your
stop being
sister's keeper.
afraid to try
New things.
new things
Yeah.
too, like the esthetician and the yarning steam and skincare and stuff like that.
And the wax
Stop
ain't
being
that
afraid.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not. I've had
Once it's
wax.
over.
Yeah,
Once
she
it's
said
over,
once
you
it's
just
over
feel
with.
so free and beautiful.
Very free. All of this will have you
Damn.
feeling
It get
free.
easier. It get
Just like
easier.
Tommy did when he came out after his facial when God touched his
I
skin.
really feel like he was
Yeah,
walking through
God
me.
touched his skin.
That's what it felt like. Men get waxed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
waxed the
Yeah.
man, though.
They,
Yeah.
they wax
Don't
their
no
back, their
woman
chest.
want no guy with no all their head down there below.
He gets waxed. He gets his like back and
Really?
chest
Yeah,
waxed.
yeah.
He's very muscular
Very macho.
gentleman. Yeah. macho man.
I'm scared.
Scared?
Miss Sydney, can I ask you a question?
Pain?
Ooh, what you scared of?
Well, I won't
Pain.
say it ain't painful. I won't say
Pain.
She actually it wasn't that bad, y'all. I don't
think
know if
waxing
it.
that bad,
You
though.
better
No,
take
I don't
some
know if
Advil
it's
or
because
something.
it was like 15 minutes. If that,
Yeah, I'm
it was over
fast.
really, really
It's not.
quickly. And she was just like, you ready? 1. I thought she was going to go to 3. She did it at 2. I was like, all right. But, it wasn't a bad process at all.
It's not
So,
terrible. It's not terrible.
yeah.
I think for the men,
felt
they
fine.
probably overthink it. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like everybody do.
Yeah.
Even the women.
Yeah.
They think
I
like you
feel
gonna
like if
leave
you
with
could
your
have a baby
vagina
natural
hurting, it's
childbirth,
not.
you could deal with that. Like, that's nothing.
Well, I ain't never had one, so
And I barely made it, male. So I don't know.
razors don't really bother me right now. So I'll just
Stick to what
I'm
you
gonna stick.
just-
I'll stick to that.
Tell
I'll
me.
do yes,
What's your best part or favorite part about a woman?
like body part or just period.
Everything. It could be personality. It could be spiritually. What's your favorite thing about a woman?
Really good conversation.
Okay.
Sense of humor.
Oh, you had that on your blind date.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. You see, remember
Winner
this.
for me.
Ding, ding, ding. Wait.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding.
Have y'all went on another date? Or no?
Well, there's more to the story on that.
No, we did not. Is this the episode?
Is
or?
it a not yet?
I
or,
mean-
or
Are you done?
Go and tell them about
How long
it.
ago was this?
This was a couple weeks ago. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, it's been like a month.
Okay, so this is why they didn't go. I wouldn't have approved a second date anyway. If they wanted to go, listen, if they wanted to go, that was on them. But I wouldn't have approved it because when I interview these people, the first thing that I ask them, we've all been through trauma. My question to you is, how did you get through it? How did you get over it? How did you heal? Okay. In the first 15, 20 minutes of y'all dating, y'all date or whatnot, she told him that she was like, oh, I'm not over my ex. I asked you that in the interview. That was like a, kind of a part of the conversation. I'm not going to pair people that are still attached to old relationships.
So is she still dating her ex, or is she saying
No,
that he's
she just said she's not over him. And she said that in the first 20 minutes of a date with someone, and that's very off-putting.
She still loved him.
That was very off-putting.
I mean,
we could all love everybody.
I still love my ex too, but I didn't disclose that at the first
I was
date.
gonna say, so wait, is she not allowed to be human? Because that's just
that's fine.
It was a little odd at the time because that was not where we were in the conversation. It was kind of like
she just kind of blurted that out.
Yeah, we were just talking.
Wanted you to know.
Right, but when you go on a date with somebody, you said that's a part of being human. I feel like when you're going on a date with somebody, you're going out to. First of all, they're ex for a reason. Let's just put that out there on the table.
But she never said she wanted to be with him. She said she still loved him. You can't help.
Right, but I'm saying, it's still an ex for a reason. So why is that person an ex? So it didn't work out. So God got somebody else out there for you. So stop holding on to that baggage. You have to let that go, because let's just say he really did.
So how would you tell her to let that go? If you
but how can you go into another relationship?
First, start with the panty dropper cream.
I understand, and I'm agreeing with you.
Start with that first.
Yeah, it's like,
and take her mind off of it.
To her, like, how would you suggest? Because that's what.
Well, can I give the example of how it happened? Because it was like very small talk. We talked about our age and what we did for a living and. How long have you been single? Mm. And that's where it started. I said, I've been single since September. How about you?
Get the whole story.
I've been single since blah, blah, blah. I still love him. No, actually, first, it was like, how long you been single? I know. First, it was like this. First, how long you been single? I've been celibate for 2 years.
So she haven't been with the guy for 2 years.
The question I said, how long have you been single? I've been celibate 2 years. I was like, all right, that didn't really.
She don't answer it.
Now let me say this real quick.
It was out of order. It's not a sequence. It's
now let me say this real quick. I paired y'all because of how much respect I have for you both individually. Mm-hmm. Like, this is a gorgeous woman. Yeah. Yes, she is. Mm-hmm. And, beautiful soul, very strong, independent, professional, yeah. Intelligent, all that. That's why I'm like, they're going to have a great time together. Wonderful woman. I just didn't know she, said that in the first 20 minutes of the date. So it
kind of put me like,
it changed the mode.
How long has she not been with the guy though? Have it been 2 years and she haven't been with him?
I never really got a clue. I never really got that. I really never got that answer.
Do you know how long it's been since she haven't been with the guy?
Well, she said she was celibate for 2 years, but when I interviewed, I thought she said that she wasn't dating anybody for like a year. So
maybe she's just a liar.
Ooh, I don't think that. She's definitely not. She's definitely not.
Right, and then
it's a lot, but there's more to it.
It's a lot
more to it.
I'm sure there's a lot to it, but like I said,
because she's an honorable woman. So
it was just out of sequence, and since it was out of sequence, it kind of messed up my vibe a little bit.
But to me, that was she was fiery. Handle that fire. Can you handle that fire? That was fiery for a woman to just be like,
I wasn't really.
Now what you gonna do?
I really wasn't.
Was it fiery?
I wasn't really into that energy at that moment.
And it's a shame too, because I feel like this. Tommy could be, I don't really know you, but you could be a great, wonderful guy. You could have been her, for all she know, you could have been her husband.
Yeah.
But because you still holding on to your ex, who you probably ain't been with in 2 years or a year or whatever, and he probably don't even feel the same way how you feel, how can you move on? That's what I'm saying. Like, so she asked the question, well, how do you move on from that?
I'm saying as women, we need that advice sometimes. Like, how would you advise her to process that?
That's when you go to God, you talk to God, you ask God to give you strength, you go to church. Sometimes you can't go to your friends or, because your friends, they try to judge you. And you got people in your family that try to judge you too. But if you have to go to therapy and get therapy for that, because you have to move on. How can you go into any relationship saying that you are still in love with your ex?
Exactly.
Because I'm not going to compete with you and your ex too, and then this dude ain't even thinking about you. Like, no. Like, You sound crazy. Like how can that be possible? Like
Exactly.
you cannot. And then I'm sitting over here trying to love you and giving you all my time and energy and all this and that, and you sitting up here steady talking about you love
So
your
I'm
ex.
wondering if she said it because like
Drop
her
the
and her
penny.
ex have a you get what I'm saying? Like if it was an opportunity they would get back together, or is it more like a I still love my ex, but you know I'm working through the details of that.
This is
you know?
this is kind of like the picture that is being painted when all of this wisdom at this table is speaking. Okay, I see and I'm not talking about this woman in particular, but I see a beautiful woman who just got waxed. Okay, she got her body butters. You know, she's smelling all good. She got her facial skin glowing. She done steam, so she just, you know what I'm saying. She right. Okay, but now I see her in chains with all this baggage behind her, physically looking good, but you know, just weighed down by her past. So it's good for us to, you know, do the work physically, but we also have to do the work mentally and spiritually as well, and emotionally.
That's not always easy.
Yeah.
Yoni steaming is a way of releasing trauma that's trapped in your womb. Womb trauma can come from past relationships. A lot of times we have these trauma bonds and these soulful attachments to people, and we're telling people you need to leave them alone. But they don't know how. They don't even know how to process, how to release their desire or the things that are trapped in the inside that are keeping them bound down and keeping them drawing those people in, because it's things that have to happen with them. If you're drawing in a toxic partner or somebody that you should not be with, it's usually because there's something lacking or something it's something that they're giving you that you don't have, or that is kind of missing. So you kind of got to figure out what that is so that they can't feel that void anymore. But you have to be intentional with what you fill it with, because if you don't, another imposter or something that you don't need.
But you did she say imposter?
Man,
You better
because that's
say
exactly
it.
what that is, right? If
You better
believe
say
it to be
it.
one thing and it's something else.
A charlatan.
Man.
Right, because you can't be going out here going on dates and stuff, but you still feeling in your heart. You don't. So I feel like
That's
you
why I
still,
don't understand why
she don't
It's
have
not-
closure.
You-
Because if she telling
Sometimes you
him
don't
that
need
she's
closure. Sometimes you just need to heal.
she don't have that. Anytime you could sit and you could tell another person you out to dinner with, hey, I still love my ex. Like, I ain't saying Tommy,
Not
but
caring how uncomfortable it made him feel. I get that.
Right.
I get
I
that.
don't think
somebody
that
would've-
should have been
another-
blurted out. I
Somebody,
don't think that should have been blurted
another
out.
man would have probably got up and walked out and left her butt sitting there.
And you know what?
But I don't think that it should have
understand.
been revealed 3 months into.
But
you get what I'm saying? Into dating
if it
them
was
either.
discussed,
that.
I would understand. It was just that
I
timing
just
was
feel
like
like it wasn't a first date conversation.
No.
It wasn't a
no.
first date.
And to
wasn't
top
a
it off,
first
we had a good time after that. Like after that, like
Because
Maybe
y'all are
even
good
before that.
people and
Right.
Michelle paired
We-
you.
we-
Of course
we-
you're going to have a good time.
we went somewhere else and got loose. And it was,
I don't get
wait,
no
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
All right. Yes, she's wonderful.
Yeah, she is.
We had a good time, and
Yeah.
actually,
You-
the
you-
door is open for us another date. We just never.
Well, you know what? If y'all
I
go
like
back
that.
on
Doors
another
open
date,
for
you need to
another
take that
date.
panty drop of body butter with you.
She's
celibate.
celibate.
She's
Put them
celibate.
panties
Wait,
back on.
look,
Put them
when
panties
she-
back
when she
on.
dropped-
y'all.
Still love her
I'm
ex. You
gonna
leave
tell
your
you.
panty
Look,
drop
but
and
the-
buddy butter at home.
No, the panty drop
You
of body
asking
butter
for
will
trouble.
look.
That's
She would
actually
forget.
toxic.
She would forget all about her ex.
You're asking for
She
trouble.
gonna be like, ex
Yes.
who? This panty drop.
Okay.
No.
Ooh,
I
take
did-
her on a date to steam.
I did start this
Oh, yeah,
conversation
steam
saying
that
I've been good.
pan.
If you don't want to be
Yeah, you
naked with her,
can.
y'all
You
can
take her
come
on
and
the
hang.
steam so she can let it go.
Yes.
That's therapy
there
right
we
there.
go.
I'm just saying, don't rule it out just because the girl says she still love her ex. Just because you love somebody don't mean that you ever
He's
want to
very
be with him
attracted to her. He
again.
loves her personality.
There was other things that
I'm good
there
at
were
pairing.
other things.
There
As
Other red
long as there were
flags.
other things.
There were other things that kind of like maybe like you said what did you call it? Fierce.
She's very fierce.
Fierce.
Yeah. She's fiery.
Well, I
yeah.
told you one of
She's
my
strong, beautiful.
my attractions is conversation.
Yeah.
And
And
sense
she
of
was
humor.
fun.
But the conversation and sense of humor didn't come from the conversation. It didn't come from the conversation.
She wanted to go do stuff.
She
just
did
like
things
I like
fun,
to play
but having
pool.
conversation that got fierce, and it was like I was playing tug of war with conversation. I was like, this isn't.
It's supposed to flow.
She
It
was
wasn't flowing.
defensive.
It was a little
She was
defensive, a little
in
guarded.
Some of the conversations, but that's
Didn't
She's
get-
been
that.
single for a while.
Didn't get my sense of
Exactly.
humor. She took
Exactly.
things a little too serious. I was like, ooh, we just joke.
Do
She's
both of
joking.
y'all
Probably in
have
that
kids?
protective
You have
space.
kids?
Well,
Thomas?
I can't
Yes.
date nobody
Your kids
that
are older.
don't
Yeah.
get
Grown.
them
Yeah.
on my
And she
plate
have kids
too much.
too.
Yes.
But I
Is
can be
can I
serious
ask the
real
question?
fast.
Is her ex
I can
her
be
kid's
serious.
Man, I make
father?
a joke out of
I didn't-
anything. You cannot.
See,
date me.
so the
Be serious.
the
It's not gonna work.
Cracking up
conversation.
on the steam pot.
Man.
Okay.
The conversation, I got guarded because I wasn't quite sure what I could ask anymore. So then when it started becoming me being walking on eggshells, trying to figure out what I could ask and
No
talk about
relationship
the
should be
conversation,
like
the
that.
Miss
conversation
Michelle
started.
over here, the one that did the application and the reference for you, that should have been one of her questions. Is your ex your kid's father?
That's what I'm saying. It
Is it-
was that, and that was
Oh,
never
well,
discussed.
and how old is the child?
is your-
He's a teens.
Well, no, that wasn't the specific question.
Right, but I'm just saying, so the person that she's saying that's her ex is her kid's father as
Are
well.
you attached to anybody in your past? Is a part
Right,
of the
but,
question.
yeah,
Are
attached
you
to me,
free and
sleeping
ready
with-
to date?
Let me
You
tell you, the
can be
reason why
free
I'm
and
asking
ready
you
to date, though.
the
She could
specific
be.
question is that her kid's father?
I
I'm
have
asking
no
you-
idea.
That's
I
what I
have
asked
no
you
idea.
because sometimes if that's her kid's father or whatever,
Okay.
she and you still in love with him, you're gonna be dealing with him for the rest of your life.
No, you're not.
Yes, she is.
No,
She's
you're
still
not.
in it.
I
I
don't
was in
think
love
that
with my
would
child's
matter
father
if
when
it's
I
a
started
kid's
to date
father or
somebody
not.
else.
It
You
does.
just
I
in
did.
love with
I
another
never was
person.
going to date
period.
him again. I said that and I meant that, and I've never dated him again. Eventually, I fell out of love with him, and it wasn't because I was dating somebody else. It was because I grew and I healed in spaces where he could no longer feel. However, I began to date before I ever healed from that relationship and before I stopped loving him. It didn't change the fact that I loved him, but I knew I didn't want to be with him, and I would never be with him again. I wouldn't blurt that out on a date.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not like 30 minutes into the dating. You know,
Like, I just
still
wanna
love
let
my
you know I'm
baby
traumatized.
daddy. No, I'm not.
And I still-
But at the same
Just
time,
still in love with the
imagine
man.
this. I am not having sex, and I still love my ex.
Would you like some
Man, should
You want
pistachio?
Should we
some,
go on a
some
second
bread?
date?
Can we have some more
No.
butter? more butter, please, for the bread.
I'd be like, no, you call your ass an Uber.
But is that like her personality too? To just like
Her personality is
overshare-
fun,
not overshare, but like
very honest, and just fun and vibrant. But I did not know that. I didn't.
I
know
I learned my pickiness at that time.
And we all picky. when
and
it
I'm
comes
at the
to-
age now that I can be.
anybody.
Man,
I'm
That's
just
right. You
protective.
have the right
Yeah.
to.
I, can.
I'm-
I didn't
I'm
realize
protective.
that when I was
Oh,
younger.
yeah,
When
you
I was
could
your age, I didn't know I was picky. I just liked who liked me.
Yeah.
We was out there having fun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah,
share.
now.
I don't
And then-
share my energy with anybody.
Well, I mean, as a man, growing up and growing up as a man and being a late bloomer, when somebody like you and then they want to have sex with you
What
too,
bloomed late?
all right, huh?
What bloomed late?
Maybe he got his
Starting
beard
sex,
laid.
starting sex,
Oh,
like,
okay,
like having
okay.
sex. Like,
Oh,
you know, all my
okay.
friends, they had sex like 15, 14, 13.
Okay.
You know, I'm like, I wasn't saving myself. I just was scared. I was scared of women, so I was like, I ain't trying. How do y'all do that? Like,
So then
how
when
did
you
that
finally
happen?
started dating, you was just kind of like, oh, okay, well, she like me.
All
I'll
right,
do
she
it
like
with
me.
her.
We had sex.
I'll do it with her.
We go together. You know, that kind of thing.
Oh,
That,
okay.
and you know, being that. That's kind of how I ended up being married and having. I have 3 children.
Yeah, then
that
y'all
way.
had got a divorce. Y'all had to, because you just was going with whoever liked you.
Right.
You didn't know if you liked her or not.
But I mean, you talk about trauma. We were together because we were experiencing
Trauma
trauma. When I reflect back on how we got together because we both experienced trauma. We found each other at a very traumatic experience, and we to this day, I'll do anything for her. She'll do anything for me. That's
I
just
love
the
it.
kind of that's kind of bond
That
we
part.
have. But that's not. I'm not in love.
Yeah.
Like I love her.
you were
but
in
Right.
partnership.
You don't want to see nothing bad
It
happen
was
to
You
her.
were
it was
in
a
a
business. Yeah, it was a
partnership.
business companion partnership. Like that's what it was, and it's still that way to this
Love
day.
it.
Yeah, but looking for something else. Just looking for something else.
You know what? I would rather have that type of co-parenting than you know the
Right, me
fighting
too.
and bickering and pettiness and all that stuff.
Oh, it's been
So-
there. It's been there before.
but that's not the foundation of it. So
No, it's
that's
not.
good.
No, it's just a valley.
Partnership. I love it. Okay, y'all. So we done learned. I hope y'all caught all this information. We done learned so much about, self-care and becoming our best selves before we invite anybody else into our lives. Okay. Everything starts with us. Take care of ourselves first, and then we can take care of them babies. Then we can take care of our mates. get that panty dropper going, and we can take care of our careers, invest in yourself and all that good stuff. Okay, I love these black entrepreneurship queens up here. Black entrepreneur queens.
There's always
up
women
here.
women are like the first people to go out and try it.
Because we bosses. That's
Y'all
what we
are.
do.
Like I've met way
That's
more
what
black
we
women
do.
becoming entrepreneurs.
We take care of households,
And I'm scared.
We are queening. This
Why
is
are you scared?
queening.
I'm old school. I'm just like, gotta have a job, gotta have an, and where my insurance coming from, and
You ain't
I
gotta do
But
nothing.
I know.
Yes,
Exactly,
free, it's
because-
fear versus free.
Let me tell you something. I tell my kids, when I got my LLC, I got my kids one too, because I have 4 boys. I told my son, my 24-year-old who still live at home with me, I said, your brother, you got 2 brothers that's in school, one in high school and one in middle school. I'm getting y'all an LLC too. I was not educated in the beginning, but I had to educate myself. I had to do my own research. Along the way of doing my own research, I found out that when you buy your domain name, it's worth money. You have to pick a good domain name. So the domain names are worth money. I told my son that I bought the domain to Generational Wealth. It was breaking generations is what I bought. Worth money right off the bat.
Right.
So I told my son, I said, you got 2 brothers. If y'all don't go out here, and my 30-year-old has the heat press machine, they could buy the transfer paper. If you don't go out here and have your brothers wear some clothes, come up with a catchy saying, I don't care what you come up with. Your brothers is your marketing.
Yes.
These kids gonna go out here and they're gonna buy it. Why? Because they're gonna be asking CJ, where you get that from? Yeah. And RJ, where you get that from? Oh, my brother, he making this, he doing that. We have to stop being afraid. I know for me, I can't speak for everybody else. My mom, when I was younger, did not teach me about credit. She did not teach me about being a business owner,
None
a
of us,
businesswoman.
yeah.
She taught me how to go out here and work every day of my life. I started working at the age of 13. And I was just like, at some point in your life, you become tired of working for somebody else's dream.
Yeah.
Because just like working at a hospital, somebody's family member started that hospital. That was a dream that they had. Any organization, somebody started that based off of a dream, and they wanted to see come to full fruition for them and their family. And now they making money in their sleep or on the beach somewhere. And I told my kids, like, no, we getting these LLCs and we getting it together. We going out here, we getting on Coinbase, we buying cryptocurrency, all that. So I educate my kids all the time, and then let them know the importance of credit and stuff like that too. Because I don't care how much money you have in the world, you have to have your credit have to be right as well.
Credit
Yeah,
speak louder than actual
exactly.
money.
Speak louder than any type of cash.
Before you walk in the door.
Yes. So, just stop living in fear. Go out here and get your business. Go out there and get your LLC. Educate yourself. And just as a black woman, I would just say this. Just pray to God. Like I say all the time, just pray to God, because He's going to make sure that you are okay. Stop worrying about that health insurance. Stop worrying about where how your light bill and stuff going to get paid and stuff like that. Who? Why you still talking to him?
You is talking to you talking to him.
Ah,
Yeah.
I hear it because you said
We done
you said-
jumped already.
I heard as soon as you said electric
We
bill, I
done
saw that
jumped.
we energy bill in my
Oh my
head.
gosh.
Dang,
Yeah, I'm like, stop worrying
Lord.
about all that. Like,
And I will
Kings
say
are
that.
forever.
I will
love
say, and I
this.
know that's not everybody's story. And I'm not saying quit your job. I ain't saying quit your job. I don't know what your bills is. I don't know what your lifestyle is. But what I will say is I quit my job, y'all. I have not worried about a bill being paid since I quit my job.
girl, go ahead,
Beautiful.
because me either.
And I'm not saying that I am where I want to be financially, but what I am saying is God has been aligning me with
Everything worked out.
with everything the way it's
It
supposed
always
to
works
be.
out.
Yes.
When you're doing what you love, it always works out.
And
Yeah.
when you're walking in your purpose and you're doing what it is that God has ordained you to do.
I just made a post about that. I don't know if you saw
love
my.
them
I don't know if you
so
saw my
much.
post about
And that could be
finding
giving
purpose.
people this platform. If that's what you're doing, I don't know what you do. I don't-
And when you
know?
true to
Yeah.
yourself too, like if you true to yourself, you don't have to worry about nothing, nobody else, what somebody else saying, what somebody else thinking about you, because whatever you do is gonna come across your authenticity.
Authenticity. I
It's
got
gonna
you.
come across.
I got you.
you know, in everything that you're doing. People are going to recognize that. Like I said, when I started my website, I ain't had not one customer, not one.
Yeah.
And it was times where I ain't gonna lie, I did cry. I was like, ain't nobody on my website. I should have shut this whole operation. Right, but I'm just saying family though. But I'm just saying like you have to build up to you know, the strangers trusting you with, you know, your skin and your private part and all this and that. They got to know to trust you, but it goes off of customer referral too, like people that refer you.
Yeah.
And so
that's how you know you're providing such a great product to both all of y'all, because they keep coming back.
And strangers are more like effective customers than like family.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And like
a lot of us fail because we're looking for our family to support us.
And
when they don't,
strangers will go hard
it
for you.
feels as if you're unsuccessful.
Yeah.
But you're marketing for the wrong audience. So when you recognize, because honestly, a lot of the people that frequent my doors, and I'm not saying my family don't support me, because they do. I have a wonderful team surrounding me, and they do support me a lot. But most of my support does come from outside.
Why do we think sometime in other situations the families don't support as much? Do you think it's more of a competitive thing? Do you think it's?
I feel like they don't know how. I don't think it's a competitive thing. I feel like they don't know how, and then they have other stuff going on in their lives, and they just don't know how to be there for you.
That's just it. Because you got to think, how many people in your family have a business where it make it like you may have not bought something. You know what I'm saying? I know I have family members who have businesses that I may have not supported. It may have been something that you had that I may not have needed at the time.
Exactly.
It may have been like, you know, you own a tow truck service. I never needed a tow truck.
So not necessarily
intentional.
intentional.
That don't mean I didn't share the post. That don't mean I didn't tell somebody if they needed to. There are other ways to support.
Right.
But I'm just saying life gets in the way sometimes, and it may look like it's not support. You know what I mean? But it's just because you want it to come from people that you really love and that know you already, and just kind of, they already know you great. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't think people that don't support me don't not support me because they want to see me fail. No, I believe you have your own things going on. Yeah. I believe that when your time comes to sit and, you know, break bread with me, that it'll come, you know. And I believe that my products and the things that I offer are for you if they're for you. You know what I mean? And if they're not, then they're not.
And then I feel like sometimes
it really boils down to knowing your audience.
That's it.
Yeah. And I feel like family members sometimes don't, or your friends, they don't know how, like what you're saying, they don't know how to support you. They don't know, well, let me go and I go to work every day. Let me take this body butter, or let me take your business card for the Yanni steam or whatever. They don't know how to do that.
Even if
or
they don't have the money to buy
sometimes people are afraid to approach
people.
people. Because I have people that I have came across that I've done pop-up shops. I've hosted pop-up shops. I'm hosting a pop-up shop right now in Aurora, Illinois, at Fox Valley Mall. And we get these vendors that come out here, and they would literally be sitting on their phone. And I'm like, not engaged or anything. Yeah. And I'm like, well, how do you have this business? Like, you know, how's your family members supporting you? Yeah. So if you're not engaging with these customers, and you at a mall to make money and to get your product out and to get your services out, you can't be on there on your cell phone. Right. Texting and iPhone, Instagram, social media, whatever. Like, no, you here for a reason. Right. And I know for me, I go hard for anybody that knows me will tell you, Robin go hard for her business all day long.
Listen, Robin goes hard for her in the wee hours of the night.
I need to be in the algorithm. I have people that literally tell me that I get up out my sleep to go to the bathroom at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. As soon as I try to sneak on social media, here you come. I say, that's good. I say, I'm happy for that. But I feel like your friends and family just don't know how to be there for you, whether it's passing out a business card or telling somebody about you, because you ain't got to buy my product, but tell somebody about me.
Exactly.
You know, refer them to me.
And I honestly believe if you try these services one time, you'll understand that it truly is a gift to yourself. Mm-hmm. Okay. All of it, you know, body care, steaming, and waxing and facials and all that good stuff. So, Tommy, would you like to add anything else to this beautiful show today with all this fine queening over here and kinging as well?
I don't have nothing. I was just nervous at first because
what you nervous for? With all this greatness up here.
The episode is called Queening, and I'm the man, and you talk about waxing and all the stuff that I don't get done, and I get my nails done. I do get facials. I do I have done pedicure.
Self-care.
I do some self. I do some
There we
self care.
go.
Have you ever painted?
I'm a painter.
Oh,
That's my.
Did you paint that?
therapeutic.
I did paint that. I painted that, and I painted those two paintings,
I
the
didn't
Biggie
know
and
that.
And that's therapeutic,
the
too.
Biggie and the Black Thought. I painted
It's
those.
therapeutic, ain't
Those-
it?
It is.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is.
so relaxing.
Yeah, those are prints of my oil paints. Those are sold, but I have prints of them. But
I didn't know that. I
But,
would have
yeah.
introduced you to a painter.
Oh.
No.
I don't know. That was one of my.
You
exes.
sell your paintings?
Oh,
I do.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I do. I've been doing commission work because I've sold a lot of them already, so I don't have many. My new line is just doing cartoons now. I've just been doing these cartoons.
Would that be something that you would want to do? Entrepreneurship as your own business.
What would you do for
Yes.
your own business?
Huh?
What would you do for your own
That's what I can see him doing, painting.
I
selling his
would
paintings.
I would be a freelance painter. I would do that.
He just discovered his talent.
Yeah.
God just showed you what you need to
Well,
do.
I've been I was in education for years. I never get a chance to do it. I went to college for art.
We
Art,
talked
it was
about
art,
that.
and then
He
here
has
I
a
am.
great opportunity coming up too for that. So
Well, not
congratulations
with art, but,
ahead of time.
We'll see what happens.
we're gonna combine the two.
Or it might not happen. I might be looking at y'all like, how did y'all start? And what
There
did
we
y'all
go.
do about?
God will make room for
But
you.
I appreciate being on this first episode. Thank you.
Thank
But you
you
already
for-
took the first step in the first initiative. You doing
Yes.
your artwork. That's the
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely therapeutic.
Yeah.
It's definitely therapeutic.
Yeah. Well,
The-
thank.
the- oh,
Go ahead.
No,
No, go
I was
ahead,
gonna say
Queen.
the hardest thing is starting.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get started, though, oh my God,
Just
It's-
go,
it's a
go, go.
wonderful
She
feeling.
been go. She
Yeah.
going now. She done took off.
I'll be everywhere, baby.
Yeah.
I told you, like I told your friend,
She's
I'm
such
like
a people's
Visa.
person too. Yeah.
Everywhere you want to be.
Oh, I love it. I love
Everywhere.
it. Well, I just want to tell all of y'all that I sincerely appreciate y'all coming on the show today and educating all of the listeners about self-care and self-love. Where can we find you, Miss?
Let her go first.
Yeah. Let's go. Go ahead. Where can we find you again? What's your Instagram?
Saw Aesthetics.
There we go.
You can find me on Instagram or Facebook as Monique Simone or Vibes of Indigo Art Healing.
There we go. Where can we get the panty droppers?
Yes, you can get the turmeric soap, the panty droppers. So I am on Facebook, Beauty is Forever. I am on Instagram, beauty.isforever. I am TikTok, Beauty is Forever 1. And my website is B4 everbeautiful.com. You can also, for those of you who have my cell phone number, y'all know how to get a hold of me because I do deliveries too. And then y'all can also send me an email or a DM, and I'll be more than happy to talk to you about your skincare issues and help you out with anything that you need. And I'm also at Fox Valley Mall. If you're in the Illinois area, you could come out to Fox Valley Mall. I will be there until Sunday doing a pop-up shop. And we're going to be doing some free giveaways. Me and my partner, Keisha, with Crust Exclusive. She is selling clothes. She has swimsuits and stuff, too. So she's trying to get you ready for the summer with those vacations and girls' trips. So catch us at Fox Valley Mall in Aurora.
Love it. Love it. Thank y'all so much for being here. I
And what about
appreciate
Tommy?
y'all.
Where can we catch Tommy at?
Well, I got one more question before Tommy says goodbye to everybody. When are we taking a girls trip?
I'm always down for a trip.
Let's go.
When you're your own
Let's
boss,
go.
baby, you can boss up and do what you want
Exactly.
to. But I don't know if y'all still have small kids. But
My son is 15. She doesn't have any children.
okay.
We out.
Mine
We
is
out.
22.
okay,
out.
then we could go, girls. Come on, girls.
Yes. So I just want to really, really thank y'all again for coming and educating all of these wonderful listeners about self-care, self-love. The purpose of it, we need to take care of ourselves emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and also physically, okay?
Yes.
We want we all want those wonderful spouses, but we want to make sure we are yum to our wonderful spouses, okay? I'm gonna be a yummy wife, amen,
yummy
amen,
wife.
and also intelligent and all of that other
Yummy
great
wife
stuff
might
that comes
get
along.
you.
And comical. I like to make my king laugh, okay?
Please do.
Yes, we don't want y'all you just can't be cute and boring, okay? Like nobody got time for that.
It helps.
You gonna laugh when you next to me. Go ahead, Miss Robin.
No, I was gonna say because people need to know where they could catch y'all at.
So we start.
You could catch me at First Weber. Google me, Lachelle Hooks. Okay, Google me, Tommy.
You can
if
find
they
me
wanted to
at
purchase a painting, yeah.
Can Beats Art Space. That's
Love it.
CANNEDBEATZ Art Space.
I could see him owning an art gallery.
At I actually have had two.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that. Oh.
It's probably something in my future again.
I'm a woman of vision. Okay.
Wow, you kind of spoke that
really
out,
am.
didn't you? You don't even know me, and you talk, so I did. All right, check that out.
No, not that type of vision. Not like that vision.
No, but I'm saying,
Like
but the
vision,
fact that you
like,
said
I
that,
could just
and I
see
never
it
had that
happening,
conversation
but
with you
not,
that
like,
I've had
psychic.
to, and there we go. But thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
could see that.
But Can Beats Art
It's
Space
coming.
on Instagram and on Facebook.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank y'all so much for allowing us to give y'all this information. Thank y'all for y'all beautiful presence here today. I feel like y'all made me better, but not just slapping it up around. But y'all made me better before we came to this table, okay? And leaving the table, I feel even more better now. So I hope our listeners do as well. So I love y'all so much. Do y'all have any final words for the listeners? This has been really great, y'all. This has been awesome. Very informative.
Come and do some art therapy with me, some yoni steaming. Check me out online.
Yeah.
We have some events and some specials coming up for mothers this month for Mother's Day. So check out our specials online.
Awesome. Go ahead, Queen. Oh, do you do parties?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Awesome.
It's all online, though. It's
Awesome.
all, if you go to my website, it's all on there.
Got it. Queen.
Yeah, I'm in the process of relocating right now, so.
Okay, awesome. You looking at getting your own suite too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Getting another
I
one.
think that would be great because, like I said, her vibe and all that good stuff just makes you feel just so comfortable, and she's very catering. So I can definitely see her in her own suite again. She had one once before, but I could see God providing that again. So prayers up on that. Is coming. It's coming it's coming. We just have to take the steps to walk in that direction. So we're going to get out of here. We're going to let y'all get to y'all day. We're going to go get this glass of Merlot, ladies. Okay? And I really love y'all. Thank y'all for making me better, queens. We queening. Yes,
thank
we
you for
queening,
having
y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon. This is the Shine Your Light podcast. I'm your host, Lachelle
Peace
Hooks.
out.
We got your co-host, Tommy. Peace.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Bye. Turn the camera off. Oh.